I've got a Bible and a prop. I'm not preaching at all. I'm just little testimony, little testimony. So I'm Paul Travers. I'm a member here at Christ Church Greensboro, um, and I'm excited to share about a program and something that we've got going on at CCG that really speaks to my heart, my family's heart, and many of the hearts of us here at CCG. But I want to take you back a little bit to June 5th this past summer. And I want you to think about a nice sunny evening, and you remember the weather was nice and warm. And I want you to think about this grassy knoll area that we have over here, and there's tents set up out there. Lots of tents set up. There's a fire pit, right? And then now you've got children that are going around from different tent to different tent, and there's different activities. And they're going around and they're enjoying what appears to be the learning about how to camp. Right, and so you think that they're learning about how to camp, but as you lean into some of these conversations, you might hear, oh, one of the materials that you use when you go camping is you need a flashlight. And boys and girls, how does that help us? Well, it helps us see when it gets dark. And then you might see the leader bring out a bottle of water and say, well, why is water important when you're camping? And you might say, well, you got to stay hydrated and you might be thirsty. Hey, and look, boys and girls, this bottle of water says pure life. Pure means true and nothing wrong with it. If I drink this bottle of water, will it give me a pure, true life? Will it make me sinless? And the boys and girls say, no, we're still with fault. And then that little bit of conversation allows us to lead our students down the avenue, our children, sorry, educator, right? Lead our children down the avenue that gets us to think about how Christ purifies us, cleanses us from all our sin. And that type of program is absolutely huge, and those are things that we see consistently here at CCG, not only with the programs such as Camp Rock, but anytime we have a celebration, we see people from Miss Hart organized, people from the community that come in. And it's during those times where I believe I've seen some of the most diversity in the way people look, your financial background, all education at our church. But also this children's ministry, as I think about it, bringing up children and guiding them, it makes me think about this scripture in First Peter chapter 4, verse 10. It says, as each has received a gift, use it to serve one another as good stewards of God's varied grace. And that's exactly what's happening within our children's ministry. Our children are learning about the gifts that God has blessed them with. They're learning about how they can use them and how they can grow, and those gifts can be grown, and how God can mature those gifts so that they can use them to serve Him and His kingdom. And as we move into 2023, and we have this initiative of grow and go, as our children are learning to grow and go and use their skills and gifts, it's important for us to consider how we can invest in our church, and that might be thinking about in what way God might be calling you financially to invest in our church, and think about and consider, is this something that I want to maybe step out on a little bit of faith here, give a little bit differently, give a little bit more than I typically do, because I really love programs like our children's ministry that guides our children along the way of learning about their skills and their gifts. And so that's just my challenge to you, and our challenge to us is just to think about in what way God is asking you to come alongside CCG as we move into 2023, and we're thinking about growing and going together. Thank you.